Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Alfia's World, where it's not just my world, but it's your world. And for the most part, it's God's world, so stay blessed and don't be stressed. If you're new here, hi, my name is Alfia. And if you're not new here, welcome back. So I haven't been here, well, creating content. I was live. So let me update you guys on the garden. So I live in Georgia, growing zone 8. And my first frost is supposed to be November, the first week of November. So this is my door, if you're new here. My husband created my door after weeks. And this is my garden. So as soon as you come in, this is garden. And these are my sweet potatoes. As you guys can see, they're mature, so they're not ready yet to harvest, but they are mature. So the way that you know that your sweet potatoes are ready to harvest is that they're going to completely turn yellow and die back. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 containers of sweet potato, and then I have an Irish potato back there. So this is the first. I think this is a, how big is this bed? I think it's like a 2x7 or something like that. And I put some cucumbers here, if you guys can see. My exposure. Yeah, so this is a cucumber that I planted, and it's already started to flower. So it's gonna go all the way over. This is my second succession. And these are my ginger plants here. This whole area is ginger. And then over here I have my pepper. So this is a purple pepper, and it's gonna start blooming. And then this is my tomato that I also grew in succession. Let me put my gloves down. This is gonna be also our fall tomato. See how small it is? Also right here, this is also a fall tomato that's kind of leaning a little bit, but I was able to brace it, so as it grows, I'll pull it back up. So I pulled 2 tomatoes here, well, 1, actually 3 here, to just break up the space, clear out the space for the fall. And then this is a marigold that I'm probably gonna pull. This is another pepper plant here. This is my only callaloo. If you're new here, I had trouble growing callaloo for the first time and this year, and I didn't get any, but I did get some more seeds. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I planted some seeds a couple days ago, so I'm waiting for germination. But this plant is the only plant that I received from the last time when I was trying my best to save some of the seedlings. That is the only thing that is the only plant that actually came to fruition. So I told you I don't give up, but that's the only one that came to fruition. So this is also a zucchini plant. It's not really producing anything. I might end up pulling it because it's just flowering, but nothing is. I'll probably just pull it right now. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it because it's not doing anything. Yeah, put it right here. So when I was out here this morning, I did pull, I'm just gonna pat it down. I did pull a couple of plants. Like I told you, I pulled 2 tomato plants here just to open up the areas for the fall planting. So I did pull that. Normally you wouldn't pull your plants, you would cut it at the base, but I also don't want too much root bound in my garden because it's new. So what I'm probably going to do is, what I've been doing is, every time I pull the root out, I put compost down so that the soil biology can still eat and break down and still have nutrient soil for the next season. So that's what I do. So I still have, I think this is a melon that I've had that I'm just gonna let it sprawl and see what happens. But I have some green beans here, as y'all can see, green beans, and then there's a tomato over here. This is a marigold as well. I'm gonna collect the seeds from this for next season. But there's a tomato here that I gotta get rid of all this grass. There's a tomato here that's growing. So there were like 4 tomatoes here, and like I told you, I pulled them out so that I can put like my cabbages or any other brassica that I have in the house. So this is bed number 2, and I pulled a tomato that was here. I pulled it out because this tomato right here, look at these guys. These are our dill seeds. We're gonna come out here and I'm gonna harvest these another time. And these are, I think these are cilantro seeds that I'm gonna have to harvest as well. So if they drop, that means I'm probably gonna get some cilantro for the fall, which is great. So that's my tomato plant for the fall planting. And then this is my pepper plant right here. It's 2 in 1. This is my basil right here. I have some green beans in here, my onions. So I do have my multiplying onions that are throughout the beds. These are multiplying onions. Those are multiplying onions. And those are multiplying onions. And those are multiplying onions. And those are multiplying onions. So we have a lot of multiplying onions in the garden. So I got those from Haas last spring, I want to say, and I planted it. My experience with them, they've been okay. I think that once the season starts to get cooler, they're probably going to shoot up and do way better. I have still been trying to feed them and water them throughout the season because that is what the instructions or recommendations are for growing the multiplying onions, but they do grow year-round. They're pre-annuals. See, I said it right this time. So yeah, so these are bean plants that I will cut at the surface because beans fix nitrogen into the soil. So I'm gonna cut these at the roots, and that's a tomato plant as well. These are my peppers. These are beans as well that I planted around. This is, what is this? This is a multiplying onion. I don't want to pull it. I just want this part off. Yeah. Multiplying onions here, and beans there, and a tomato that I'm gonna save. So what I learned about determinate tomatoes this time around, because it's the first time I'm growing determinate tomatoes. So determinate tomatoes, they grow to a determinate height and produce a certain amount of fruit at a time. But what I've discovered since this season is they don't stop producing. The varieties that I have, they just slow down. So I continue to water and they continue to put out fruit, but it's not as continuous as the indeterminates that will go year round. They take a little bit of a time. But I realized that because these tomatoes, right, they gave me a flush. I'm gonna cut these off, but they're still growing back. Like, you see the tops? I don't know if y'all see it. You see? It's growing back again. And they already gave me a flush. So yeah. And there's more tomato onions, and then this is a leaf of life plant. This right here is a pumpkin. I don't know if it's gonna come to anything, but I'm gonna leave it just in case. And then I have some beans in here. Beans that I'm probably gonna harvest when I can. Mosquitoes is out here. And that's it. And obviously, like I said, I have multiplying onions there as well. And then here is a tomato that I have to prune because I just put them on stakes for them to, you know, stay off the ground. And this, I had this on the ground, but because my husband was weed whacking, I took it off the ground, but I'm gonna put it back on probably right now. Ooh, this is a self-watering container, and then here are all my containers that are free for the fall garden. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one, I actually put some broccoli seeds in here. So we're gonna see what happens there. This is my rosemary, and this is my sage. So I didn't have much luck with my broccoli seeds. I don't know what's going on. They're not germinating for me. So I am gonna probably have to buy some more seeds, because the seeds that I had were from 2023. So I mean, they're 3 years old. I didn't think that would have been an issue, because I've had seeds that were older and they've germinated, like my kale. But hey, that's just how gardening goes. So now to this bed. This bed was the one that was giving us a little bit of trouble, and it's still not recovering 100%, but it is producing the plant. You know, it's doing pretty well. So this is the tomato plant. This is also part of our fall tomato plant, and it's growing. So also here, oh, mosquitoes biting me. Also here, this is another plant. It's also starting to produce. Yeah, it's starting to produce right here. So, and then this is a basil, and these are pepper plants, one here and one there. And then I have some sage here that, you know, they didn't do so well. So I'm still going to continue to feed this bed the best I can. Maybe we'll have a better harvest for the fall. So moving to the green stalks, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 green stalks. Okay, this green stalk has mostly or all Scotch bonnet peppers, and I think I have 2 of the purple peppers. So down here, and these are all Scotch bonnets. So I have been harvesting Scotch bonnets all the way up until this morning. So obviously y'all can see like what I've been cutting. Yeah, I cut at least 6 Scotch bonnets this morning, and also here. So it's been doing good. I got my marigolds here. These mosquitoes really bit me up, guys. And marigolds here, and then there's some multiplying onions here. Yep, so that is this green stalk with all Scotch bonnets. And then I have some this is my cucumbers. So I do have cucumbers growing in here. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? It's right here. Y'all see it? Yeah, I got cucumbers growing there. And then there's some more that's coming up here. I don't know if y'all see it. Yeah, so, and then this is a pepper here, and it's starting to grow. And these are my bell peppers here. So I also have been harvesting off of mosquitoes out here because it's so moist. I've been harvesting off of these bell peppers as well. As you can see, I've been cutting them off. These are the purple bells. These are pretty good, they're not bad. And these are bell peppers here. So I've been doing pretty good with my bell peppers. I've been harvesting every couple of days. This is my sorrel or roselle plant. It's doing good. I've been watering it, trying to fertilize the best I can. It's been doing really well. This is my bell pepper. Well, no, these are my blueberries that I fertilized. It's been getting a lot of new shoots from the other day because I've been trying to fertilize it. This is also a blueberry plant that I have. This right here, this has been my faithful green stalk. Like, it's been producing tomatoes and everything. Like, it's been doing so well. So well. This is the one I was telling you that it doesn't stop producing, it just produces slowly. Like, it's been producing since down here. It's been producing since down here, and it's all the way up here. So it's been doing pretty well. And then this plant here also is producing peppers. So see, these are coming in new. So I'm just going to try to prune off all these disease so it can continue to grow. And then these are my nasturtiums. I really feel like once the temperatures start to drop, my nasturtiums might start going crazy. But yeah, this is what it looks like. These are also my tomatoes. Not much left. I might pull these soon. And then this is my basil that I've been pulling for tea for Alex and I almost every other day. This is my okra, my Old Faithful okra. It's been doing really good, I can't lie. is 4 plants, and I'm gonna allow maybe a sucker. See what sucker? This is the sucker. See? So it's a leaf here, and then this is the sucker. So it's gonna produce more okra, and I'm okay with that. Okay, so it's flowering, then it's gonna produce an okra. Okay, so I have 2 varieties. This one, I think I don't know if it's the spineless they call it, I don't know, but it's that one. And then I have this red one here. So it's been growing pretty good. I'm pretty proud of it. It's doing really well. I have some multiplying onions down here, and then like I said before, I put callaloo seeds down in here, so we'll see what happens. And then this is a basil. So coming over here, this is a raspberry bush that I'm still learning how to grow raspberries, maybe next year. This one, if you're new here, you'll know that this is an old, well not old, this is a fall pepper. So I planted this late. This is an itty bitty small little one, and look how much it has grown. It's about to start fruiting. So I'm happy for that. And then here are some multiplying onions here. This is my cardboard mulch. We'll talk about that later. And then this is my marigold that I let stay because it's just been taking over this pot. And then this is my scotchies, my scotch bonnets that have been doing so well. I've been picking them, and now there's more coming up here, and they're still producing flowers all around. Yeah, still producing flowers. So it's doing pretty good. And this is my Leaf of Life. Look up the benefits of Leaf of Life, and you'll see why I have it in my garden. I have one here, and then I told you guys there's one over there. And then this is the last green stock that I have to show you guys. This I'm probably gonna pull. This is done. This is completely done. It's been giving me tomatoes, so many tomatoes, so it's done. I'm gonna pull it. It did good. And I have a scallion that's here that I need to pull as well. So I'm gonna pull this whole green stock and probably just have to redo it. And I still have, I don't know if y'all can see in there, it's like there are eggs in there, and I don't know what kind of eggs it is, but I haven't been touching it. This is my compost bed. So for the fall, I'm gonna cover this with soil, and I'm gonna plant in it for the fall. So that's about it, guys. This is my garden. It is in my front yard. So this is actually my first, 5 months of me being in the garden. Oh no, scratch that. This is my first 5 months of growing in the garden. So my first season was a spring garden, and now I'm into the summer garden. So I'm proud of myself. This is going into the fall, so this is officially gonna probably be my first official year when spring comes by of me planting in here. Yes, so like I said, I live in Georgia, zone 8, and my first frost is November. So I have been sowing my seeds, and in the next video I'll show you guys, you know, a little bit more of what I'm going to be doing. But I can say that succession planting for me, in terms of like my peppers and my tomatoes, like you guys have seen, has been great. I think that the ones that are in this bed, these, if you've been following me, these I planted first. It's so crazy. It is so crazy how I planted this. I planted this first. 1, 2, 3, and they're just now putting on fruit. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that crazy? Like, they're just now starting to put on fruit. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, because we did get peppers from the green stalks first, although I planted those first. And I think through the fertilizing and everything, that's probably reasons why I got it first. So yeah, like I was saying, because it rained last night, so the mosquitoes are definitely going to be out here. But I was saying that, oh, now there's a wasp. There's all kind of stuff out here. But what I was saying was, I am proud of myself that I actually started. That I didn't just say, oh, you know, I'm gonna give myself time. I started, I put some dirt in the ground, I got my hands dirty, and I just tried. So sometimes people will see a space like this and say, oh, Alfia, it's so big, you have so much space. You can start in bags, okay? My season wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't the worst, because every little harvest, like my mother would have said, Alfia, every one cocoa field basket, which means every little bit adds up to a lot. So as much as I was getting small harvests like every couple of days, can you imagine how that equated to me actually buying at the grocery store? As you guys can see, there's so much stuff going on in the world, like lettuce. Now I just saw like a ground beef contamination, like berry contamination. There's so much things going on, and it's, if you realize it, it's everything that God had already given man. You understand that? Okay, so if you have a small space, doesn't have to be nowhere near big as mine, just a bucket, just a grow bag, grow something. Okay guys, don't be afraid. So I'm gonna just finish this video. I'm not gonna prolong it any longer. I did succession some things a couple of weeks ago. I successioned cucumbers, I successioned tomatoes, and I successioned peppers. So succession basically is when you stagger your plants. So I came out here just to give y'all if you're new here, just to give you guys an update. So I planted most of my summer crops out, I believe it was in May. Go check my history of my videos. And then after that I came back out, I want to say in June, and I planted more out, or I planted some that I just had because I had extra. And I also planted some tomato seeds out here, and they germinated and they started growing. So you just have to make sure you know when your frost is coming so that you know when to plant. So what I did was I got a variety that was I want to say 60 days, which is 2 months, right? Average tomato, sometimes it takes 80 days if it's an indeterminate. Indeterminate means you'll get it all season. Determinate means it'll take a certain amount of days, it'll give out its flush, and from my experience now, it'll slow down its production. So that is what I did. So the tomatoes that's in my garden, it's only going to take about 60 days to fully produce, and then it's going to start slowing down. With the peppers, most of the times in 70 degrees with peppers and all the what do they call it, the family of tomatoes, the tomatoes, peppers, and eggplant, it's a family. I forgot the name of it. They do well when it's like 75 degrees. So when it's in the blazing heat, they don't really do well. They stress out a lot. That's my experience. So that's one of the reasons why a lot of times during this summer, I got a lot of blight. I got like a lot of yellow leaves. I didn't get no crunchy leaves. I just got a lot of yellowing, and I had to cut a lot of the leaves down. And a lot of the tomato plants, they kind of suffered. But after doing like a little research and being in the garden community, and if you guys have been here for a while now, I do visit the Love Ministry Garden, which is a garden that gives back to the unfortunate, the needy. She even said, Alfia, it's not just your garden, like it's everybody's garden, and people that have been gardening for decades. Like the heat just took over this year, so I feel a little bit better that it's not just me. Like I've been doing the best I can, and you know, I'm just grateful that I have the tool, I have the knowledge to learn how to grow, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm just trying to create a community. Okay guys, so don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged to grow. Just be willing to learn, and be willing to learn from your mistakes. Okay, so that is my garden for the summer of 2026. That is what you see here, guys. It is my okra, my peppers, my roselle, my sorrel, everything that I grew this summer is doing well. It's not perfect, but it's doing well. And this is just a message to everybody, is that life is not always going to be the way you plan it, but every season is different. Just keep planting your seeds, keep coming out here. Like I always say, keep coming out here and doing the good of God's work, because God will always provide, right? Think about the birds. I was telling my son the other day, I was like, Demir, do the birds go out and work? He was like, well, no, Ma, they don't have jobs. I said, how do they survive? I said, they survive off of what God gives them. The little that God gives them, they're appreciative of it. And sometimes we think about, oh, well, I only got 1 tomato. Well, when you need to make a salad, how many tomatoes do you really need sometimes? Okay. We think about all this abundance and say, oh, we need a whole lot. Because when we go to the grocery store, we're picking up for a couple of meals. But when we come out to the garden, sometimes it's just like, hey, what am I going to make for today? Because I'm not going to lie, 2 or 3 okras, give me a nice little salad for my family. Like I mix it in with the cucumbers, with kale, with all those things. So let's minimize what's really needed for the body, because the nutrients sometimes that we need, they're not that much, you know? And that's why we live in this huge world that God created, but we just need to live off of a little bit. Just a little bit, okay? So that's it. I'm not gonna stay here and chat y'all to the death. I'm done. So don't forget our 4 P's. Don't forget to, let me go in the shade. Don't forget to pray, be patient, persevere, and you'll surely progress. And don't forget to be kind. Okay, guys, that is my video. I love you guys. Y'all stay blessed. Okay, guys, I've been away for a little bit because I've been on Instagram. I'm sorry, I've been doing reels, and I apologize, but y'all can follow me over there. Okay, don't forget to share this video. All right, bye.